What's up guys, it's your boy Anri with the freaking Tighter Sellers, and in this video we're going to tell you how to become a 10 yourself. But first, cue the big intro! Alright guys, welcome back to my channel where I'm going to teach men, mainly successful men, how to become more, I don't know how you say that, Tanner? How you say that? Epic! Yes, and in this video I want to share some opinions with my brother, man, soul mate, fitness coach, Tyler Sellers, also my roomie, and we are here in our house in Barcelona with this
beautiful place.
Awesome training thing in the back. So, yeah, I already told you where I want to talk about today with Tyler, and this is how to become a 10 yourself. Because we hear a lot of guys, we're actually, the owner of this house scheduled some meetups. There's like a man meetup.
Yeah, so we see a lot of guys coming through here.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming through here, and there's like on 15 February there we had like a men plus women meetups, so like this place was like filled with women and men, and
40 people here.
Yes, and the question was like, what do you look for a man or women? And I was like thinking like, of course it's nice to know. If you know like what kind of girl or man you want, you actually never gonna know before you date a lot. But I also like, why are you asking this question? You have to focus on becoming your 10 yourself. First, you have to understand how to become like the 9 or 10 for the girl instead of looking for the 9 or 10. So,
yeah,
right?
I do. That's something that resonates with me heavily, man. Like even growing up, I was always kind of considering, and we're in Chiang Mai, we got airplanes.
Exactly, we got airplanes coming over, but
it's epic here, man. It's epic. So yeah, I mean, growing up, man, like, I don't know, I always struggled, like, when I was with a girl, I hated not feeling like I was my best self. So like, when I was, you know, getting good with a girl, talking to her, like, I always felt like, damn, like, I wish I was better, man. Like, a 10, you know? Like, I wish I had all the credentials checked off. And like, it subconsciously played a role in my mind. So like, to become the 10, is to become comfortable with yourself and really just, you know, find your voice in this crazy world that we live in. So
totally true,
man. I'm excited for today's topic.
I'm very excited for today's topic as well, and so yeah, we are. I think we are the best niches in the world. Like, I'm doing this with my full passion. I'm talking about relationships, about the world dynamics. Like, I'm just passionate about world psychology, about games, sales, marketing, and everything. And that's the relationship side, and you're like the fitness side.
Yeah.
That's also one of the 3 biggest niches are health, wealth, and relationship, of course, and that's why we are fighting together so much as well. We're giving so much value on
epic niches, man.
Yeah.
The money niche is fun, but you only get to talk to people with money. Our niches, man.
Exactly.
We're tapping into people's like emotions, feelings about themselves, like you know, self-development outside the wealth space, which is a lot of fun. It's very adventurous. It's kind of unknown in a way.
Exactly, but like, we're entrepreneurs. Like, that's the funny thing, everyone forgets we are entrepreneurs as well. We're just talking about fitness or relationships, but we are damn hard entrepreneurs as well. And like, we're gonna establish our personal brands even more epic, and then we're also gonna teach you how we did it. But yeah, back to the topic of today, you know, like becoming a 10 yourself. And it has to do with a lot of things. Like, I've been looking for in the Facebook group Looking Max, or Max Looks Max. So they're looks max. So they're focusing on your looks, maxing out your looks.
Okay.
Like do those exercises with your tongue and everything, like so
like every little advantage that you could get.
Yeah.
You know. Little tricks like look like 3 inches above the camera when you look at it. Supposedly makes your eyes bright up.
Exactly, and these are also subconscious tricks that is all +1. But in the end, you have to understand the dynamics. You have to understand how to build up an emotional click. And just build up that connection, and that's the most important thing. No look or no bicep muscle will help you with making that. All right, so what do you think a 9 or a 10 for? What do you think girls are really looking to in a man? Like, you can ask this to any girl, but any girl will like if you're really good friends with a girl, maybe she will tell you the truth, but the girls are telling you the opposite. Like, I want to have a kind man, I want to have a man like this, but like it's totally the opposite. So what do you think girls like really looking for in a man?
Well, man, luckily I've been able to hang around with you for like the past, couple months.
Yeah.
So my dynamic of like how I think about girls has completely changed. But I think when you ask any girl what's going on and what does she really want, what she's gonna tell you is like a big list of like Mr. Right.
Yeah.
You know, like tall,
correct.
politically correct, like really get along with my family. But like when it comes down to it, they don't care about any of that stuff. I think what they want is a man that's gonna unlock their like true femininity.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that all people have this side of them that they're like, they cover up or something like that because they're scared of how they'll be perceived. But like I think that women just want to be free and just like able to just be a woman in this world where it's like everybody tells you exactly how you have to be. You have to act this politically correct in this circumstance, and you can only use these terminologies to describe this thing. And it's like everything's so rigid and outlined, and so like these women have this same thing. They're like, he needs to be tall, he needs to have an education, he needs to have a good job, he needs to have ambition. It's like, ambition, what the
He needs to have
ambition? Yeah, what's ambition, man? It's like the word trying, man. I heard the word trying is not even a real word.
Not even a real word. Yeah.
It's literally just a filler word because there's either not doing or doing.
You're doing it, or
there's
you're not
no
doing
such thing as trying.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think that's what women will tell you. They'll tell you that they're trying.
Yeah.
But I think what they really want is just a guy that's gonna take action. A guy who's gonna show up every single day when they see him.
Sure, that's an important thing, but you can show up but still not have your shit together. So what I teach, what I say, a lot of my videos is like, have your shit together, like have some income coming in, like don't like care about yourself. Just show that a girl care about yourself. That's I was talking about it in one of my videos. You mentioned that you really like that. What I said, like it's not really about like how you look like. Of course it's the big plus one. Like of course girls are like subconscious, like big shoulders, small waist, and not a big body fat percentage.
Right.
But in the end, it's like showing the girl that you work on yourself, right?
Right. That's 100% what it comes down to. Doing.
Yeah, doing, exactly, doing that shit. So, being a 9 or 10 is like looks maxing, not like having this epic chill bones, having like looking epic. You see all those ugly guys with hot girls, and they don't look very special, but they all have one thing in common, is that they are freaking doing. They have like their goal, that's number one. Goal oriented, and the girls coming next. Like your goal, that's number one, and that's how you're gonna become a 9 and 10. Where like 9s and 10s, even if you say it, like a 9 and 10 is someone who's hard to reach. Is someone who's like it's hard to get, you know, because those are the people who like focus on themselves and like let everyone else come in their lives, try out how it is. But if they think like, oh, this person's not the one who helps me through all those things I'm going through my life, that's not where I'm gonna spend my time with.
Yeah, man, it's like a different kind of consciousness that these guys have, these 9s and 10s in guy terms, you know? Like, they have that air about them, they're fully confident in their mission.
Yeah.
You know, mission oriented, you know, like life is about finding your purpose and following through with that, and to, you know, find your voice and be able to talk in a sense of, like, people can read it on you when they're talking to you. They can tell if you're just aloof and, you know, unknowledgeable about like what you're doing every single day, or then they can tell if you wake up with a plan and you're driven to do the things that you say you're gonna do every single day.
Exactly.
And that's what a girl wants, man. They want to be part of your life. They don't want to control your life. They want to be an aspect of it.
Exactly. So what I've been thinking a lot about lately as well. Of course, like you have like your business. That's something in part you have to take serious, right? So I don't take my life that serious. I don't take everything that serious. But my business, that's something you take it serious, right? So what you said, like in the morning when you wake up, you have to become the man. You have to be the man. You have like your morning routines. Yeah, wake up call. You're the man. You have to do your shit. You have to do your shit together. But like after your work finished, that's something has to do with becoming 9 or 10. Like he didn't want to say 9, just only 10. We gotta teach you how to do
10s, man. You guys are 10s. If you say you're a 10, you can actually become that.
Exactly.
You will become it if you fully believe it and show up consistently.
Totally true. But so like you're gonna work, you have your morning habits, you work in the morning till the afternoon or something, and then you're done. Like you have to schedule time which you're not gonna work anymore, and then you're done. And then you have to change that focused, serious guy into a fucking child.
And that's how you get epic. You gotta know you're epic, right? Because this is how you become a 10. Like you are like calm but just epic in your whole entire spirit.
Yeah.
Like when you turn off the lights for business, and now you're just living your free time, like people can still tell you're a business-oriented guy, but you
have all your shit together, but you're like a child, you know, you're just and you're just doing this shit and like without like you don't give a fuck. You have like a bag of I told you you'd like that as well. You have a bag of fucks, you know, but you don't give anyone your fuck, you know.
You're walking around your big bag of fucks and just like all yours. It's all good, man.
So
I think that's important too. Like you have to have a sense of it. It's all good. Like women are very, very attracted to that.
Very attracted, and it's like this is also why like those rappers and things, you know, like those gangster rappers who don't know anything about pickup. They're just chilling, but they have their shit together. They make a lot of money, and they're like after that they're just hang out like little kids, just don't give them a fuck, and they get the hottest girls, and they get so much attracted, not even by what they succeed in life, but just that they have their shit together and the way how many fucks they have still in the back, you know, and then like how childish they are, and just they don't give a fuck, and they just don't do what the heck they want. Like if they want to fucking dance around in a fucking boring mankini, like if they really want to do that and they really enjoy that,
bro.
Like that's awesome, that's attractive. Like it's something that's very, very attractive, and this has nothing to do with pickup actually. And when you probably realize sometimes some moments in your life you did like that. You just had a night like I don't give a crap, and people just get attracted by your energy because it's a very good energy you send out through the world.
They're like, yo, Tyler's coming out tonight, and like, like you're just all of a sudden the man. You just like said one really funny thing that indicates that you're like a little looser, like not giving it as much of a hell. Exactly.
Yeah, so we are working on like we're entrepreneurs. We're busy. Like this is the beginning of still our lives. I'm still feeling
it's only the beginning.
It's only the beginning, and of course we're working hard on ourselves, and we are like feeling good about ourselves, really good about ourselves. But let's get deep dive in more like how the life looks like a 10, like the life of a 10. Like if you wake up, you're like he's one of the most determined people I ever met in my life. He just goes for it. He has one goal in his life, just fucking goes for it and rush everything. Like what's on his path, just bulldoze. Like he always like this bicep, throws in his bicep shotguns, and people will walk away, run away. So yeah, how does your day look like, and how does that? How do you think if you're like the 10? How would your ideal day look like? During your morning,
100%. So my purpose is all about getting people as healthy as possible, and so I have this approach. It's all about functionality, longevity. Like I don't have a short-term outlook on what it means to be physically fit and healthy in your body. And so with that being such an important part of my life, I have an eating structure, for instance. So like, I wake up and I'm like totally confident about everything that I'm gonna put into my body. So like I do a fasting schedule, so I do a 12-hour fast every day. I don't do like a 16-hour fast, just 12 hours. So if I eat 9
You're very conscious about everything actually you do.
It really is. So if I eat 9 o'clock the night before, I'll wait till 9 o'clock in the morning to eat again. So like that takes care of all my eating thought process. Like bang, that's perfect. So I apply that every single day, and that's how I structure one of the most important aspects of my particular work, nutrition. And
something I admire so much about you. Like people talk about so much about nutrition, all these workouts, but you make it look so easy because you make it like a habit. and it becomes so structured in your life that you don't even have to think about it. But all those things will hire you up to like levels higher.
Yeah.
So go on.
Yeah, so I feel good about that. I'm not like this guy who's always asking questions like, oh, should I eat that? Or like, am I allowed to eat this? Like, I'm not, you look like a bitch when you ask those questions, man.
Yeah.
And so like to have that fully like ingrained is good.
But it's good. If you don't feel good about yourself, you should be a bitch.
You need to ask questions.
You need to ask questions.
Definitely. Gotta get there somehow. And so, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so I mean, that's a simple part, but what I really do is I structure my day. So, I wake up and I think of everything that I have to get done. I've already thought about it the night before.
Yeah.
So I just start execute.
No, we actually have a list of the things you have to do.
Yeah, the power list.
The power list.
And so, once that's done, I mean, I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want, dude. I get my workout in at some point, usually in the afternoon. I like to do it around then. But I mean, if we go out to dinner, like I'm just hanging out at the restaurant with Anri, and we're just like sitting back chilling. And if we see a girl, like we'll like go up and say hi to her, and just like it's all good. Like who cares if she says whatever she's gonna say to you? Like it's not even about that. It's just about the cool confidence of just being able to, say what's up. And we say what's up to everybody. It's not even just girls. Like the amount of friends that I make in a day is so many sometimes that I don't even know like half their names. But it's fine, man, because I'm making people smile. I make people happy. Like when you're this kind of person who's like vibing with the universe around you, that's when you're a 10 because everybody loves the vibe.
You said it really well. You told more about like the business side things, so you have like a plan, like one practical things. I dig more into like the practical things right now. So what I heard about you make like the night before, you already have like a plan, what you have to finish for the day, and you're gonna work out, you think about your habits, like you're doing like intermittent fasting, you're having some habits from your nutrition, but still it's all nice, but doesn't sound really like a 10 life. So do you have like any habits or something in the morning, like your morning routine, your night? Like, are there some things that will help out to get your mind focused and to focus on your goal?
Yeah, I mean, so I do this thing every single day. I have this thing called a 5-year journal, and so this is like my grounding thing. Like, if anybody asks me for advice on life, I'd say start documenting your life as soon as possible. And for me, this 5-year journal has been incredible because I'm in my 2nd year of it right now, but every single day when I write in my journal, I see exactly where I was a year ago, which is sick. So I basically write down my thoughts, feelings, and actions throughout the day. And I do this every single morning when I wake up. I recall yesterday. So it really allows me, it's like an old concept I used to use when I was a Division I rower in college. Every single day when you show up, you gotta beat the time that you did yesterday. Which sounds like crazy, but it's completely doable when you're actually just going for it and showing up every day. So like when you show up every day and you know how hard you have to push yourself to get better, it's a lot easier than just showing up and not knowing how hard you have to push that day.
Measure things.
Measurements, sure.
That's important.
That's what it is.
Workout.
So exactly. So I see exactly what I did yesterday. That's what I think about every single morning. Think about what I did yesterday, and I compare it to where I was a year ago.
And that's something very valuable. You can also put in your game skills. Like that's what I did with my clients in Holland. Back in Holland, when I was coaching guys mainly one-on-one. In the night, for example, the guys who didn't got late, we're just gonna evaluate the night. We're gonna talk about what happened. Like let them think about it. The best thing is to journal it actually. So with all the things like the main things you remember. So like the questions she asked you, the shit test you got, and the things how you responded to that. So you can evaluate like. And can work on that, and that's something really good. So also with daygame, probably just put your microphone in. Ask your friend if you can record yourself to see your own non-verbal language. Record your voice with with just AirPods with your mobile phone and listen to it, and then like practice and get better with that. So that's really good. Like measurements is really great.
Awesome.
That's the fastest way to grow like with any skill you want, because you know what you want, you know what you have to do, and you evaluate every time, so you get better every time.
Dude, yeah, it's all, and that's like anything. You have to test.
Yeah.
You have to test yourself, see where you're at. You need to give yourself an honest score. That's why I say for like guys starting in the gym, like you need an honest evaluation. You need to do A, B, and C steps to get your honest evaluation and look at yourself in the mirror and see who you really are.
Definitely true. Definitely true. So, yeah, we were talking about the 10, the 9s, not the 9s, the 10s
No,
now,
nines.
the 10s. So, do you think that it's important if you have money? Do you think it's important if you're tall? Do you think it's important if you're good looking? Do you think that it all has all to do with being 10? Or what is the most important thing for you to become a 10?
You know, I think when it comes down to it, that's how you become a 10 with a good foundation.
Uh-huh.
I think that there's a lot of guys out there with great skills, great confidence with women who don't have money, don't have looks. What was the other thing you said?
Tall or
Yeah, these certain aspects, markers.
that's
of,
the biggest limiting beliefs or of the watches here. And
so I think there's a lot of guys out there like with extreme levels of confidence and skill who could go out there and present themselves to a woman and they come off as a 10 naturally.
mm-hmm.
And the only thing is, I think that if you don't have, I don't think you have to be tall and stuff like innate traits that you can't control, but what you can control, you know,
What you can control,
your
that's
business,
exactly.
your wealth, your health, how you interact with others. I think it's really important to have that as a good foundation. And you got to realize that these things don't come overnight. It takes years of habits and good work ethic to create a successful, wealthy brand, self-business, like self-worth, create a healthy body and create healthy relationships with many, many people. So like you don't need these things, but once you have those, it's easier to maintain yourself as a 10 because if you can come off as a 10 without those things, you know, that's really great and that's an incredible skill and maybe you should leverage that as, you know, a passion of yours that you can create income off of. And then with that income, you can invest in some kind of health program. But I think that that's kind of the dynamic. Like you can be really good at relationships and especially with game. And when you go up to a girl, she can easily tell you're a 10. And if you want to have longevity in that, you really do have to bring those other aspects.
You have to get your shit together.
Get
Yeah.
your shit together.
I got a lot of questions of guys like, oh, I don't have a house. Where do you have to bang chicks? Well, if you want to have like constantly chicks around you, like banging chicks, you have to have your own house. You have to get your own apartment. You already can get it for $400, $500, $600 a month. Like that's what I mean with get your shit together. You know?
Like, you could be a 10 with no house, but like
you can't. I don't think you can. No, you can't. You know?
You gotta be fronted pretty hard. That's what I said. Your foundation is strong.
Your foundation has to be strong. Like you can like show confidence. You can do all those tricks and tools to let a girl think that you're a 10. But like when she's gonna know you more and things, that's where a lot of guys fuck up with. They throw all those tricks in it, but they actually don't have their shit together. And girls gonna think like, oh, who's this guy actually? You know. And that's another part. Like a lot of guys didn't have like personal coaches in this relationship world, and they gotta get maybe a course. They pay K for a course, or they get on a boot camp or something. You know, like watch all those YouTube videos, get all those different tools and techniques in, and they're gonna become robots. You know, it works really well the first time you meet the girl. It works really well to get laid overnight. It works really well to get a number or get an instant date with a normal date, or any first interaction with a girl. But you have no idea, you have no clue who the heck you actually are, and the girl has also no clue who the heck you are. So the first couple times will be nice maybe, but then like this girl is gonna think like, who the heck is this guy actually? This guy like has only all these tools and is like thinking all the time about what's next, and like it's not natural. So in the end, the next step when you all that advanced pickup guy, then you have to throw all those tricks and tools in the garbage bin in the back of your head and become your authentic self. And that's, you can become a 10 or 9 with just all the tricks and tools you learn from sales or RSD guys or pickup artists or anything, or me. You just have to throw those things away and become your authentic self. Otherwise, who the heck are you?
Yeah. Otherwise, you're just another person out here with no purpose.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
It's tough.
I mean, luckily, the easiest thing is to really just look at yourself and say, what do I love to do? You know, you love to do something. If you can admit it to just one other person, then you can admit it to yourself.
Nice. And is there something you see a lot? Like you're in a relationship, right? You had a relationship, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. No, I did have a relationship.
No, yeah. Before you came here to become a digital nomad, you had a pretty long relationship, right?
Yeah, I did.
And you were pretty in love as well, right? Actually.
Man.
Like, but you like I was the first guy who would ever introduce you in the world of game. You know?
Yeah, so I came out here in September. I met Anri, and I had never in my life heard about game or pickup or any of that. I had no idea it was a real thing. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, but I was intrigued at first. I was like skeptical, but intrigued because Anri is just such a good guy. Like the way where he's able to talk and hold himself in great conversations with high level people, like just shooting the shit with the boys. Like, I mean, I love guys who are just, you know, one of the boys, and like he had too much respect for me to like overlook this thing, game pickup, that I didn't understand yet. So I was very intrigued, and that's why I originally started following along.
Great. So thanks for saying that. Yeah, like this pickup artist world is so hated because there are so much pickup artists who still didn't get that next step to becoming authentic self, and they still are those robots, and they're still saying all those stupid random things. That why this niche is so hated. Actually, this pickup artists are so hated. And like people maybe hate me, but when they know me, they think, oh, this guy's pretty fucking epic, and this guy really wants to have the best for all the people around him, and really helps those people. But where I want to go with you, like before, like in this relationship, like you had this relationship, and you never heard about pickup before or something. What would you do differently? What is it that you learned from these things since you know game? Like you probably think about it like sometimes, right? Like in the moments you're in a relationship, like how you acted on things and things.
I do, sure.
What are the biggest things that
Bro, it's easy now that I know so much more to think about it. I don't know how it would actually be to implement it, but you told me to read Way of the Superior Man, which I read. Highly recommend that book if you guys haven't done it already. And that taught me a lot about how I would have handled my relationship. About how women are like the ocean and they have these waves of emotion. The things that they say are not necessarily the things that they mean. It's just the things that they feel in a split second of time, and that
girls never lie. Girls never lie. It's like what they say is like what they really feel in that moment. But that moment can be like totally different in 1 minute.
Exactly. And so like as a man, like I just didn't realize how much of the mountain I really needed to be, which is interesting because that's how I grew up. I really grew up thinking like as a man I gotta be a mountain. And then I went to a liberal school, and then I lived in San Francisco, and it was just like political correctness being shoved down my throat, and the whole entire idea of who a man truly is just like dissolved in this sea of fucking equality and bullshit. Like fucking, I hate that shit, man. And so surrounded by a bunch of guys who are just like conversing like chicks over fucking drinks all the time. Like that's not who I am, man. I don't fucking feel like going to the bar with a bunch of guys to fucking gossip with each other like after work and shit like that. Like, and so anyway, like back to my
bitches.
Yeah, dude, exactly. Back to the relationship, like so I would have been able to just be the man in all these situations, and like been the mountain and been able to weather the sea of emotions that girls are like hitting you with. And I didn't realize the biggest thing that she taught me, Anri, is that girls are constantly shit testing you. Whether you're in a relationship with them or you're just approaching them on the street, from the second you meet a woman,
since you're married for 50 years,
doesn't even freaking matter. They are gonna be shit testing you, and it's not even them. It's not even them consciously doing it. It's just what girls do. It's how their emotions fucking throw words out of their mouth and give you those eyes. that.
Yes.
And it's like, you better say something, but it's literally just a shit test, and it's just like her establishing whether or not you're a real man and trying to understand if you're going to dominate the relationship like a man truly should.
Exactly.
And so, like, in hindsight, I did not respond to those shit tests nearly as well as I could have. And I could have, like, even though, like, we broke up because, like, I was going somewhere else and she wasn't ready to follow me. Like, so I did maybe come off as, like, the more independent person or the leader in the situation. Like, I could have, like, been so much more straight with her and real with her had I known how to respond to her shit test in this crazy, like, whirlwind of trying to say goodbye. Like, it would have just been way, way easier and way more accepted by both parties.
Yeah.
So that would have been way more epic.
All right. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. That's very personal. And yeah, I think a lot of guys that value that a lot. It's a big tip. Is there something else you want to share with my audience? Something that you think like, this is something that really have to understand, have to know.
To become a 10.
Yeah, that's the topic, but
yeah.
something else if you want. This is your time.
The one thing that I really think you guys should know, yeah, man, I think it has to do with your physical and mental health.
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a lot of guys out there who are struggling with, you know, how to be healthy physically and even more importantly, how to be healthy mentally. And that's because, like, when you're just going about everyday life and, like, if you're watching this channel right now, Anri's channel, like, you're probably in search of increasing your ability to, you know, interact and handle women. And so with that, like, no offense, but it's a signifier of, like, your mental, like, clarity isn't where you want it to be, which is a good thing that you're coming out here, like, looking for answers.
Yeah, very good.
So what you really need to understand is that you just have to be consistent about the things that Anri teaches you. Like, you can't just show up to this YouTube channel and just, like, be like, okay, that sounds cool, and then, like, go to sleep and completely forget about it. Like, the things that, like, we're sharing out here are things that need to be applied consistently. And that's what's gonna really allow you to grow mentally into the person that's able to get any girl, into that 10 that you truly wanna be. And for me, the way that I've been able to develop my mental health is, like, through my physicality. Like, when I show up to the gym every day and I'm pushing myself further than I did yesterday, like, it allows me to understand progress. And, like, some days are good and some days are bad, but that's not really what matters. The thing that matters is that you're there, you're growing.
How you do?
How you do one thing is how you do everything.
Everything, guys.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the freaking tribe mindset, actually.
Yeah, bro. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. So this guy became, like, pumped up, had, like, this goal vision of being epic. His, like, physical body has to be epic. So he showed up every day, and
I felt epic everywhere all of a sudden, man.
Exactly,
like, I go out to the Sunday night market and I just feel like, oh my God, I just crushed this workout. I look around the sea of all these people and I just feel like, damn, I have an edge on these people.
Exactly, and this guy is just the mindset, like, because he showed up every time, this brain is like, it's normal for him right now. So if he wants to study something, if Tyler goes for something, he shows up every time, he does everything that will help him out with it. So if we're like a period of time, like in Copenhagen, like approaching girls a lot, you know, and just start to, like, doing it a lot, just showing up, like, every day and, like, going for it. And this mentality will help you just with every aspect in life.
Yeah.
And that's what's so beautiful, is, like, doesn't matter what you do, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you, I don't know, like, the best example was you, like, just going to the gym, doing all this workouts, going all in hard, like, everything you can. And that mentality shows up in everything, in business-wise, relationship-wise, and everything.
Yeah.
And that's why I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, and that's.
Appreciate you, Anri, freaking showing up every day, boy. What's up?
Thanks.
I mean, I even see it in you, man. Like, the days that you truly go the hardest in the gym, like, I can see, like, and like I said, every day is not your best day.
Yeah.
Like, I can see it's directly equated to, like, when you're getting your most work done and, like, when you're getting the most girls. Like, those are the days that I see you in the gym and there's, like, holy shit, like, this guy's on fire right now. So, and it's like clear. It's like how you do one thing is how you do everything. And it's like according to whatever time in your life it is. Like if you're in a lull, you're probably gonna be like, oh, everything's kind of, and if you're hot, everything's gonna be freaking, yo, let's freaking go, man.
Exactly.
Like it's all good, let's ride.
Exactly. That's why you can't be on just one level in your life. Like, or you're getting higher or you're getting lower, you know, and the lower you get, the harder you go lower, and the higher you get higher, the higher you get higher, and the fucking rocket launches will blow up to the moon. But yeah, that's it. Was that everything you shared about it?
Dude, I feel like that was a great talk. Anri, thanks so much for having me on today.
Yeah, cheers, bro.
Booty Chasers, what's up? Pleasure to say what's up to y'all. Good to be over here in the corner, in the relationship corner.
It's very good to have you here, man. So yeah, I already told you a little bit about Tyler. Here's one of my best homies here in Chiang Mai. His brother, Connor, just rocking it. They're doing the same. They're helping guys, not with their relationships, what I do, but with their body, with their physical appearance, with how they feel about their body, body nutrition and everything.
Yeah, and especially how they're gonna be 5, 10, 15 years down the line. Like, a lot of people don't realize that if you don't start taking action now, like your body will be degraded by time. It will be weathered, if you will. Just like if you don't start working on your relationships now, you're gonna be 40, 50, 60 years old, and you're gonna be unfulfilled by the freaking interactions that you had with these women. Just like if you don't take care of your body now, you're gonna be 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, and you're gonna be disease ridden and not able to operate and be mobile like you should be.
Totally.
Sad, man, but that's what we're here for, baby.
That's what we're here for. Like, the faster you begin, the better. But at every age you can start. It's never too late, but the earlier you begin, the better.
I love the best time to start was yesterday, and the second best time to start is right now.
Exactly. All right, so where can people find you? Where can, like, if you don't feel really like comfortable about your body, and that's something you definitely should be to become the 10, to feel confident, to be your authentic self, just to feel good about your body, like have your nutrition, like have longevity, like look good still when you're like old. How they can contact you? How they can?
Yeah, the best way to find me is to directly reach out to me on Facebook.
Yeah, this guy's so epic that we just personally react on everything.
I spend like a bunch of hours every day, as long as I need to, responding to everybody. So that's a ton of fun. And of course we got Instagram, and it's our brand Instagram. It's Boldbrothers Fit. Catch us on YouTube, also Boldbrothers Fit.
The links will over here be down below.
Yeah, hit those links down here. And of course you can find our Facebook page as well, Boldbrothers Fit. My name is Tyler Sellers though. Shoot me a DM, let's get talking. Let's see where you're at and where you're gonna get to. I wanna know your goals, I wanna know your aspirations, I wanna know the things that get you up in the morning. So yeah, let's just have a conversation. Hit me up. I'm here. I'm available, guys. Appreciate it.
Awesome. You heard it well. Yeah, guys, this is already the end of the interview. Thanks so much again for being here, and thank you so much for watching or listening to this. If you like this video or podcast, please like it, subscribe, and don't forget to turn the notification bell. Just if we drop any video, you won't freaking miss it. If you want to see what the heck I'm doing in my free time, you also see hanging around in my stories a lot. Check out my Instagram. It's gonna be here. It's gonna be here somewhere or here. I don't know exactly, but it's gonna be here every day. Hey guys, if you have the feeling like you're working hard, I understand you're working hard. We're working hard as well. We thought money was everything, and we were working hard, and we tried to make money, but then we realized that when we had money, that this relationship won't come like straight. You have to actually do something about it. And yeah, we made this epic coaching program. I'm just gonna tell you, make this epic 8-week coaching program, and clients have like insane results from people like lawyers, doctors, celebrities, digital entrepreneurs. They're working hard, but with a minimum effort, we'll get them dates and everything in their life is just better. Their abundance
sick,
grows.
dude.
It's sick.
It's sick. Anri and his team. Anri and his team, True More. Man, these guys are all unbelievable, top notch. Like I talk to these guys and I'm like, damn, I'm going out today.
Thanks, man. Thanks. All right, guys. Thank you so much again, and we will see you later. Peace out.